I am so excited because it's time for summer spreads. Just about time. This is a spread I'm making for one of my patrons. I'm going to be using the Beach Babe sticker book by Live Love Posh. I just wanted to jump into the summer spreads, and I chose a week in June that she may be able to use, and she could always change the dates if she doesn't like those dates, but I am out of undated planner pages, the big Happy Planner ones, so I have to use dated for now until I can get my hands on an undated planner. I actually looked for one a little bit ago and I wasn't able to find any, and I don't know why. So I'm going to find one though. So anyway, I just said so like 4 times. Hi, my name's Mary Ellen. If you don't know, sometimes I have problems with language. This is a cute sticker book, and this one is one that came out last year, but it's still available on the Live Love Posh website. You can use code BUMBLE10 for 10% off this and anything else on the website. And don't forget to use that code. I will link this for you though too. This is the theme I'm going to be using. I've never used it. I think it's very pretty. Like, look at this, the little fish. I was obviously testing pen colors on here. Do you guys do that? I literally test pens right on my sticker book. Does that annoy everyone? I feel like that is something most people probably don't do, but I don't really care about the white part. I just get rid of it anyway, so who cares? It's easier to match my stickers, and then I also don't have to get another piece of scratch paper, so it works out. I also have 2 washi tapes. This one is super old. I have no idea where this came from, but it really does match pretty well, and it looks watercolory and kind of like oceany a little bit. This one is part of this pastel rainbow pack from Live Love Posh. This is awesome. I love pastel and I love this size washi tape, and it pairs really nicely if you're combining it with thicker washi. You could even do one that's thicker than this, or I sometimes like to do stripes of different colors in this. So it's really good to have those. Now let's just start. I'm not going to be using the boxes in this book because I've already used up a bunch. So I'm going to be using these 2 pens, which just took me a little bit to figure out which ones were going to match. But yeah, these are going to match. So let's get going. Let's see. What are we going to start with? How about some fish? Automatically, I take like both fish. I'm getting nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I love decorating the Big Happy Planner. This used to be the one I used all the time. And I might be switching, not to the big. I might be switching back to vertical, but we'll talk about that in June. So, I just said so again. I'm going to start over here. I'm taking this off because there's some weird pattern there that I don't want. And let me find my X-Acto knife. Where is it? Great. You would think that before I start a video, I would get all my supplies ready and find them all. Oh, here we go. Excuse my reach. You would think I'd find them all before I started, but they're usually right there. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to take this and put it here. And then we're going to get this guy and put it on top of that because it's just going to look, I just love stripes. So it's going to look cute and stripey. I'm not going to connect it. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it like a little bit above it. And what I might do, call me crazy, but I might put it also below it. So it's a pink and a blue and then pink. I think that would be fun. This is kind of peach, and this is a little too pink for this, but it's the one that matched the most, so that's what we're doing. Oh, I hate trying to match up the end to that's why I just cut it. I just can't do it and have it be spaced right and everything. That's why I let go. Of course, I did a little too much there, but I always let go of these little scraps because I just like it to be exact, and I waste washi. I do. So that's cute, right? Let's end that. Let's end this with like a sticker here to cover some of that so that it looks kind of cool. I don't know what yet, but I don't think I'm going to be doing the clear ones because they are kind of a different color. I want to stick to this color palette, but I do have these florals here. I think this is really pretty. What if we put this one right here? Again, this is like a little peachy, but I think it's okay. I do think it's okay. All right. Now I think we should put a fish here because I feel like that makes sense. It's like, I know that this is not an underwater flower, but let's pretend it is. Let's pretend. And we'll have the fish swimming among the flowers. Did I draw on that? I did. Look, that's the first time that's ever happened. I swear. I swear it is. It's probably not, but there we go. Easy peasy. So that's good. Now, the reason I'm drawing boxes, I'm not finding boxes in this color, is because sometimes it's just a pain to try to find boxes to match. And also, sometimes I think it's cuter when you draw your own. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just drawing them. So we are going to take, uh-oh, I brought it down too far. It's going to run into the fish. My bad. All right, well, I'll take it right up to the fish. It's not going to go all the way across the page. It's not across the box, I mean, and that looks funky there, but that's okay. That's okay. I know it's a patron spread, but no one's perfect. Let's put pink within the box. A box within a box is always fun. And now, I feel like I want to make it more fun than that. Let's wait a minute though and think about it. Those colors are really pretty together. Well, there's another fish. I didn't see that one. And that one. Okay. Well, they're different though than these. I digress. Okay, let's get serious. Let's get serious. This is why I edit videos, so you don't hear me doing all this. But we're not editing today. We're not editing today. We're taking it easy. Because if I film a video that takes like 40 minutes to film and then upload it and everything, and then edit it, I have to watch the whole thing for 40 minutes, then extra time editing it. So say it takes like 50 minutes, 55 minutes. You're already at almost 2 hours. And then all the other stuff, finding the links, like uploading and putting in ads and then promoting it, this and that. So then it's actually pretty time consuming for one video, and I honestly just don't make enough money on a video to make it worth it. I don't know if you know this, but YouTube really doesn't pay that much. My YouTube income has gone way down. So I try not to edit every video anymore because it's just too much. I don't like that box, but we're going to doctor it up in a little bit, like I said. Let's see. I could use some regular boxes, but I just don't think I have enough. Let's just look though. I mean, I have some of this size and then some of these. Maybe I could. Oh, wait, I have a whole other page. Oh, good. Okay. Then I'm going to use both. I'm going to do handmade boxes or hand-drawn boxes and then these ones. I know this color is a little different than this, but I think it's all going to work together. Let's hope. Let's put this one here for a Tuesday box. Also, I know that the numbers at the top are a little bit different in color, but I think that's okay, right? I think it makes it kind of fun. Let's do some washi stripes in this box, or at least one washi stripe at the top. bring in those colors. Actually, maybe we put this one then at the bottom. Don't be afraid to decorate your boxes with washi tape. It's a really fun way to make them a little bit different from the norm. Like, it gets kind of boring if you're just putting down boxes that, at least I think so. I just ripped that. Sorry, patron. I'm not saying who you are because it's a surprise. Yeah. Actually, what I'll do is color that a little tiny bit. I know it's not going to be exact, but just, whoa. That's a lot. That's a little error. It's okay. It makes it a Planning with Bumble original. Now, we are going to grab another one of these, I guess. About a pink box. I'm going to put one here. So 2 boxes for Wednesday. And then let's take this pen. Oh, there's a jumper. Let's take this pen and draw a box within this box. Or what we could do is do like waves, since this is a beach spread. That looks kind of weird. I don't really want to color that in. I'm afraid to color it in because I'm afraid it'll look too dark. Excuse me. But I might. Okay, so now that those boxes are in, I think what we can do is sort of put some decorations around on this side. But actually, let's start on this side because I don't want to run out of the kinds of stickers that I want, if that makes sense. So let's do the same thing over here. We'll put it up here. It's been a rainy week here, and I'm getting really tired of it. Also, Bumble hates the rain. She gets depressed. She sleeps a lot. And I want to sleep, but I can't. So, yeah, I can't stand the rain. Also, I got that new patio furniture, and I want to uncover it. But I need at least a couple of sunny days in a row coming up in order to do that, because the cover is so heavy and so unwieldy that it's like a pain. And since it's just me using it, I think I just don't want to uncover it and then have to cover it up again the next day. I know. I got to get used to it. It is a lot. It's definitely a lot. I didn't think the cover was going to be that big or that heavy. But it's good for my fitness, I guess, which I need to get back into. Let's put something on the end of this one too. Yeah, I was going to get back to the gym this week and it didn't happen. And it's Thursday and I know me, so I know I'm not going to do it until next week, hopefully next week. Years ago, I went to a personal training gym where it was like semi-personal training. It was really expensive though, but it's the only time in my life that I was consistent with working out. How do we use this shell? And I stopped going because of the price. Because at the time it was $279 per month, which was a lot. I thought that was absolutely a lot. But it was semi-personal training, so you would get, they would really cater the workouts just to you. And if you hurt yourself or something, it was there was a physical therapist there, and then they modified your workouts so it was safe. And they gradually increased it. I didn't have to do any thinking. They were expecting me at the gym, so it was like I was held accountable, right? So I did that for a couple of years, on and off, I guess. And I really liked it. It's the only time in my life I've ever actually felt fit enough, fit for me, you know? But I stopped going because of the money. And now I'm considering doing it again, but I don't know if I can justify the cost. That's the problem. I'm I'll put this up here. I want to do it, but the price, I am sure, has increased because this was years ago. This was like 2020 was the last time I was there, I think. I know it's gone up. Actually, it must have been 2019 because I guess they were closed in 2020. And that's probably when I stopped going. But that's like, I don't know. I want to do it, but I think the price has I need to look up the price. I think it's probably increased by a lot. I imagine, well, I'm sure it's over 300 by now. I'm sure, everything has gone up. And I just don't know. Like, that just seems like so much. When I do have a Y membership, and I'm paying like $60 a month and not going. So there was that. And I just wonder if I did it, like, I used to think of it as an investment in my health, which is true. But at the same time, it's very painful to put that much money out per month. And so, plus, like, I'm paying for therapy currently. And therapy itself is expensive. So that, like, those two payments combined, I just don't know if I can swing that. So I have to look into that. But I'm considering doing that. If not, I just got to get my butt back to the Y. I have to do something. I'm not getting any younger, And I need to strengthen my body because it's just gotten weaker over the years. So I really have to work on that. And I keep saying it and I keep not doing it. So I need some of you guys to kick me into gear. Just tell me to go. Yeah. How about one of these? Two of these, maybe. How about like this? I'm just like everybody else when I'm like, oh, well, I just don't have the time. How am I going to find the time? But I can find the time. You guys, I work for myself. I can do it. That is just an excuse that I keep telling myself. And I got to stop telling myself that because it's not going to like get any easier. So, but I also need to stop saying should to myself because my therapist and I are working on that judgment thing and working on me saying I should do this, I should do that, and then judging myself for not doing it because that's not helping anybody either. Certainly not helping me. So I need to work on that. The judge can sometimes be so critical, right? Much more critical than anyone I know in my life would be toward me. Much more critical because nobody is going to be like that toward me, So the first thing to do to get rid of the judge or minimize the judge in your head is to have compassion for yourself and pay attention to what you're telling yourself. So I started writing it down in this one, I took a little Archer and Olive bullet journal. I started writing down all the times I was telling myself stuff like that. And then I would do the thing back in the day that Byron Katie, the author, had a whole book on, which was like, you would think a thought and then you would say to yourself, is it true? And most of the time the answer is no. And then you kind of like explain to yourself, okay, why is that not true? Or if you come back and you say, yes, it's true to yourself, then, do I want this all the way? Yeah. Then you say to yourself, like, say you give an excuse, like, yes, it's true because blah, blah, blah. Then you say, is it absolutely true? So you have to do some, like, just really deep thinking on that I'm cutting the page, you guys. I always do that. Never learn my lesson. Oh, we forgot about lines. You're probably screaming, lines, lines. Let me get my stencil. Hold on. I think that might be what is missing here. Anyway, you ask yourself, is it absolutely true? And most of the time you can come up with a reason why it is not absolutely true. And then you need to have compassion for yourself instead of judging yourself on things, you know? And I always say to my therapist, she says, you're famous for saying but, because she'll give me an argument like that and I'll say but. And my argument to her with that is always, but if I don't have the judge in my head telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing, or, you know, whatever, then I'm going to become like lazy, or I'm going to have bad habits, or because I'll just be like comforting myself, telling myself it's okay. And she's like, that is a myth. And then I forget why she said it was a myth, but she explained it to me how that's not true. So I'm trying to just pay attention to my thoughts. Now that is hard to do. That's why I started carrying around that little bullet journal with me. It's like a mini one, because I want to remind myself to write it down. And that reminds me to think about the way I'm talking to myself. And it's seriously not easy to remember. It's not. Because in our lives, we've been so conditioned our whole entire life. And we say all these things in the back of our mind. It's like in our subconscious almost, our entire life. And it all stems from childhood, you know. There's all theories behind that. But you just need to kind of break through and try to remember as much as you can to pay attention to what you're thinking. And then shift it. Not even shift it and like not even tell yourself, oh, I have to shift it. I have to. The point is not to say, I have to do this. I have to do this. I should be doing that. But to just breathe and like, where are you feeling it in your body? Like, be conscious of it. And you can think the thought and let it go. And not judge the thought. You know, not judge the judge. It's really confusing. I don't know if I want this in here because this feels very beachy, but it does match and it gives me something to put down in the corner. So I'm going to do it. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that tangent, but these are just the things I'm working on. Oh, I guess because I was judging myself for not going to the gym and not exercising. These are just kind of the things I'm working on with my therapist to try to stop doing that. Yeah, let's put a turtle in here. Let's put him right here. Or he's kind of like the colors of, I feel like he needs to be over here for some reason. Does he? No, I like him here. I'm not going to name him because he doesn't have a face, so no need to name. No need. By the way, since I always forget to talk about my Patreon on these Patreon videos, I'll do it now. So my Patreon, and if you've heard me say this spiel a billion times, I'm sorry. But my Patreon is a fun little place where we have a little family over there and we do stuff, you know. We do stuff like Zoom calls and live streams where we plan together. We have giveaways, monthly giveaways on the Facebook group that we have. And they'll get like behind the scenes things, like they know some things that you don't. I'm not saying that to try to like hook you into being, I'm not saying that all for that reason. I'm just telling you that there are some things I've told them that I always tell them first before I tell the public anything. Let's put it that way. They know me pretty well over there, I think I share my heart there sometimes and really try to be authentic over there as much as I can while still maintaining some privacy. But so yeah, they'll get behind the scenes stuff, and they will get, what else do they get? Phone wallpapers and exclusive videos where they're really raw and unedited. And what else? What else? Patrons, tell them challenges, and like once a year or so I'll do like a de-stash, and they can get mystery boxes for shipping. I don't know, all sorts of things. I'm forgetting major things, but there are major things besides the spreads. You know, I mean, you see the spreads and they're cool, but there's other stuff. That's all I'm saying. And you can always join at patreon.com/planningwithbumble. And if you just want to check it out and not join, you can do that. So I feel like this one, I don't know. I feel like they're starting to all look the same, right? But I'm just doing this. And I'm wondering, should I put any outlines on these boxes? I don't know. I was going to do dashes on this one, but it's going to look so different from the rest if I do that. Maybe another wave. Otherwise, that wave is by itself. It's a weird wave, but it is a summary spread. And I'm going to outline this one. It looks weird without it. So I think I'll outline some of them, maybe, and leave some. And I'm sort of not doing all of the edges, but just doing some of it. I like how it looks kind of sloppy. We'll do this one too. I'm trying to think what else is happening. Not much, since I just talked to you the other day about stuff. See, now I want to outline all of them. That's what happens. I get like, I just feel like I want to do them all. Now this side has this on a box and this side doesn't. So I feel like maybe we put more of this somewhere. What if I put this here? Here we go. I miss decorating the big, you guys. I really do. I guess we need to do something with this box, right? Maybe just some stripes on the top and bottom. Yeah, I miss doing this in the big. Like, this is my comfort zone. The dashboard I do like decorating, but it's not like my heart. You know what I mean? The big vertical just has my heart, and it's just my, like I said, my comfort zone, my like history. It's just what I feel good doing, but I don't feel good using it anymore. So I have to go with what's good for me functionally, and it's not this. It's just not. So that's why I had to give it up. Just wasn't working anymore like that. But luckily, I do get to decorate them for patrons, so that makes it easier to let it go, you know? I know you guys don't do that, so you might have more of a problem letting it go than me if you're switching, but I still get to decorate them. Or you could keep one just for decorating. If you want to switch to like a classic or a different layout, you could keep doing it, you know, keep the big and just decorate it and not use it. You can do that. Nobody says you have to use it. It's not a law. All right, I think that's all I'm doing in the spread. I think it's super cute. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of whimsical, right? It's kind of fun. I have a couple more stickers though. Wait. Should I do just a couple more? I mean, we have this other fish we didn't use yet. This is a big one though. I don't know. Should I put it down here? Is that going to be too much? Then I might start putting stickers everywhere. Yeah. Then I feel like something needs to go there. Like what? I've used them all. Wait, I didn't use this fish yet. I know he's there, but like this feels too big for this space, but we're going to do it. We're swimming into Tuesday. All right, I think that's good. I don't want to do too much. I'm going to write the title right in between these. What are we going to call it though? Let me pause and think. Okay, I'm going to call it Sea Breeze. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a like. And if you're not subscribed yet, would love it if you would do so and click the notification bell, because I feel like some people miss my videos. They say that they don't pop up. So that's a way to make sure you don't miss anything. I have been uploading them. I don't know if you've noticed, like I don't upload them on the same time daily, and I don't upload them on the same days every week. I know some of you might appreciate more consistency, but with since I'm someone with ADHD, I don't always have consistency, and that's just how I've chosen to do it over the years because it is easier for me. I think overall it would be easier if I would do a schedule, but I can't seem to stick to one. So, but what I will tell you though, I don't know if you've noticed, but over the past, I don't know, 6 months or so, I've been uploading them around 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock every day in the evening, and that's Eastern time. So that just gives you sort of an idea. And not every day, but I mean on the days that I do upload, it seems to be around that time. Not always, but usually around 4 to 5 usually. So that just gives you sort of an indication of when I upload in case you're interested in that. But if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would love that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.